What's going on, everybody? Welcome. It's beautiful spring Monday. It's Monday. Yeah, Monday. I got a little question. Might be a little controversial, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Have a little fun. Let's have a little fun. You got two choices. Two choices to choose from. Pepsi versus Coca-Cola. Huh? Pepsi versus Coke. Which y'all going with? Huh? What y'all going with? Now, this. Let's say like this. Right off the bat. I'm a Pepsi man. I like Coca-Cola too, but not as much as Pepsi. And that's saying something because where I live, I live in Georgia, right? I live in Georgia, not too far away from Atlanta. And Coca-Cola started here in Georgia. The Coca-Cola factory is in Atlanta. I've been there. Lovely place. So me saying Pepsi over Coke while I'm in Georgia, that's actually serious talk. But, to me it's Pepsi. I mean, one, to me Pepsi tastes better because Coca-Cola has a stronger, it's typically too strong. When Coca-Cola is strong, it can be too strong. Like Pepsi don't have that really, really harsh bite to it when you drink it like Coke does. I can't do it now. Also, Pepsi's a little sweeter. I like that. What else? I like the flavors more. I know cherry Coke. Cherry Coke is like the after Coca-Cola. Cherry Coke is the real big flavor, but I like cherry Pepsi just as much. Um, you know, I like the now people don't know about this. I like the clear Pepsi. Pepsi has more flavors that I like than Coke does. I've tried the orange vanilla Coca-Cola. Not really a fan of it. It ain't bad, but I ain't really a fan of that new one that they got out. But Pepsi has cherry Pepsi. Love that. Even has the clear Pepsi. I like that too. Coca-Cola, they got the cherry Coke. I like cherry Coke. It got what else? Also, when I went to the Coca-Cola factory, they have like the different types of Coke products. It's okay. I stick with the Pepsi. Pepsi flavor. Pepsi also, to me, works better with a float. For those who don't know what a float is when you take soda and ice cream and mix it together, right? The best kind to use for ice cream is root beer, right? A root beer float is best. But if you don't have root beer and you're going to substitute something for root beer and you choose between Coke or Pepsi, I'm choosing Pepsi. Okay? So a Pepsi float to me better than a Coke float. Let's see what else. The Coke Zero, I can't rock with the Coke Zero. I can't do that. Yeah, that's just, I'm trying to go all the flavors and stuff. But I like the taste of it. I like the taste of it. I like the aftertaste of it. I like how you could do more things with Pepsi than you can with Coke, in my opinion. It's just, to me, it tastes better. It tastes better for me. For me, when it's a nice hot day today would be a perfect day for an ice cold Pepsi. Coke would be good too. But like I said, when Coca-Cola is really, really cold, when Coca-Cola is really cold, that bite, that all the bowls and stuff, it's too harsh. It's too harsh for my taste buds. Pepsi's a lot smoother than Coke, especially when it's like really cold. Like with a day like this, barbecue day. Somebody pulled the grill out and got the grill out. You got the hot dogs going or whatever. The food just cooking on the grill outside. Beautiful day like this. The birds are chirping. The bugs are flying all around. Spades games going. And I don't drink alcohol. So if I'm going to relax, you give me a good plate of food and a Pepsi, man, you go ahead and kiss the baby on that one. I'm in heaven right there. Like I said, now, if they have Coke, if all they have is Coke, I can still tolerate Coke. But if you were to give me a choice, you gave me a choice, and you saw Pepsi in the cooler and Coke in the cooler, I'm taking Pepsi. To be for real, to me, I'm taking Pepsi. You give me Pepsi and Coke in the cooler, I'm taking Pepsi. That's how that's going. To me, it's the perfect barbecue, springtime, summertime soda. To me, it's the best one. Now granted, I'm not gonna say any health because I'm not gonna say anything about health because there's nothing healthy about Pepsi and Coke. Be the first to admit that. Ain't nothing healthy about it. So we're going for ones I like the most, but it's still unhealthy. So it's just basically off of preference. I like Pepsi. It tastes better. It goes down smoother. To me, it has a better aftertaste. The variations of the products, I prefer more of them. Pepsi has more variations that I would drink than Coke does. I can do more with Pepsi than I can with Coke. Now, if you want to tear some paint off or something, you can get some Coca-Cola. It's that strong. Like what they call it, you pour Coca-Cola on a car battery. Yeah, okay, you can do that if you want to help your car out. That's fine. But for the human body, not the car, I'm going with Pepsi. I just am. Just going with Pepsi. See what else. What else? Yeah, that's about it. Cause every time I go to the store, I'm getting Pepsi. It's just what I should do is just buy stock in them. That's what I should do. Now also, my mom, I think it came from my mom. My mom loves Pepsi. Every time I would see her, or every time I go to the store when I was younger, I knew if I was getting something to drink and I got a Pepsi, to get an extra Pepsi. Because my mother loved the Pepsi. If I got a Pepsi, she asked for a little swig of it. So it may have been for my mom. Cause my mom, she loved Pepsi. No, she if she'll drink any soda, I don't really see her drink any other soda. But Pepsi, I see her drink that. I rarely do I see her drinking a Coca-Cola or a Sprite or something like that. But Pepsi, I've seen my mom go out of her way to get a Pepsi. She'll go out of her way to get a Pepsi. Anything else, it should be whatever, but she'll go out of her way to get a Pepsi. So that's probably where it came from. Like just, I remember one time I went there. I went down to DC to visit my mom, just to visit her. And before I left to go back home to where I live at the time, I went to the Chinese carryout store and I wanted a soda. And I knew she didn't say anything, but I knew something told me go and get two bottles, get two Pepsis. Go and get it, cause you know full well when you come out this store with a bottle of Pepsi, she gonna want some, and then she gonna say, let me get that. She gonna bogart it. That's the Montax. Gonna do that. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and get another Pepsi. So I got one. I got in the car. She said, oh, you got a Pepsi? Can I get some? Can I get a little Pepsi? I said, I already read your mind. Gave her the Pepsi, and she was like, thank you, son. That's how she was. Thank you, son. Appreciate you. Love it. Appreciate you. So that's one of our connections. We both love Pepsi. Like I said, she'll go out of the way to get a Pepsi. So that's one of our connections. So I got more of a connection with Pepsi than I do with Coke. Pepsi, like I said, Coke for her is too strong also. Like for me, it's too strong for her too. So there's our connection right there, with the soda. But overall, for me, Pepsi just tastes better. Just tastes better, just better. Coca-Cola's been around longer. Yes, historically Coca-Cola's been around longer. Granted. But I like Pepsi. I like the taste of Pepsi better. That's just me. I like the taste of Pepsi. Anyway, so that's just me. How y'all feel about it? Put in the comment section what y'all prefer. Pepsi or Coke? What you want? Pepsi or Coke? Coke or Pepsi? How y'all want to do it? I catch you all later. Peace.